Albert Einstein. A name that resonates through the halls of science, history, and culture. But who was this man, and why does his legacy still inspire millions today? Let's take a journey through the life of one of the most brilliant minds the world has ever known. Born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Germany, Albert Einstein wasn't always the genius we think of today. In fact, his early years were far from spectacular. His first words were slow to come, and he didn't start speaking until he was around 4 years old. His parents even worried he might have a developmental delay. Little did they know, young Albert was destined for greatness. The curiosity that would define his later years was already growing. His love for learning was sparked by a simple compass, a gift from his father. He marveled at how the needle always pointed north, no matter how he turned it. That moment would ignite a lifelong fascination with the unseen forces of nature. Einstein wasn't just a scientist, though. He was also an accomplished violinist, a hobby he picked up as a child. Music became his companion throughout his life, often providing him with the mental clarity he needed during his scientific endeavors. As a young man, Einstein attended the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich, where his academic journey was anything but smooth. He struggled with formal education, but his independent thinking and unconventional approach to problems made him stand out. After graduating, it wasn't long before he began to rise in the scientific community. By 1902, Einstein found himself working as a patent examiner at the Swiss Patent Office. Though this job may seem far from the world of academia, it gave him the time and freedom to think. And think he did, about space, time, and the very fabric of the universe. While reviewing patents during the day, he was developing ideas that would change physics forever at night. By 1902, Einstein found himself working as a patent examiner at the Swiss Patent Office. Though this job may seem far from the world of academia, it gave him the time and freedom to think. And think he did, about space, time, and the very fabric of the universe. While reviewing patents during the day, he was developing ideas that would change physics forever at night. In 1905, Einstein published 4 groundbreaking papers in the Annalen der Physik, a scientific journal. This year became known as Einstein's Annus Mirabilis, or Miracle Year. Among these papers was his theory of special relativity, introducing the world to the revolutionary equation, E=mc². A simple formula, yet it would prove to be one of the most important in the history of physics. Special relativity shattered our understanding of space and time. It showed that time was not absolute, that it could stretch and contract depending on the observer's motion. And that energy and mass are two sides of the same coin, forever altering our understanding of matter and energy. But Einstein's journey didn't stop there. His ideas sparked intense debates among the scientific community. Many were skeptical, but soon enough, experimental evidence began to support his theories, and the world had to reckon with the reality of Einstein's genius. As the world was engulfed in World War I, Einstein continued his work, and in 1915, he presented his theory of general relativity, a theory that described how gravity works not as a force, but as a curvature of spacetime caused by mass. This theory would later be confirmed in 1919, when British astronomers observed a total solar eclipse and confirmed that light bent around the sun, just as Einstein had predicted. General relativity proved that Einstein was not just a genius, he was a revolutionary thinker. His contributions didn't just change physics, they changed our understanding of reality itself, but the world was changing. The rise of the Nazis in Germany in the 1930s forced Einstein, a Jewish pacifist, to flee his home country. He settled in the United States, where he would continue his work at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton. In 1939, just before the outbreak of World War II, Einstein famously signed a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, urging the U.S. to develop atomic weapons. Though Einstein was a pacifist, he understood that Nazi Germany might be developing nuclear weapons, and he felt compelled to act. This letter led to the creation of the Manhattan Project, which developed the first atomic bombs. Despite his involvement in the development of nuclear weapons, Einstein later became an outspoken advocate for peace and disarmament. He often warned the world about the dangers of nuclear war and the importance of human cooperation in maintaining peace. Albert Einstein passed away on April 18, 1955, at the age of 76. But his legacy lives on. His theories continue to shape modern physics, from the development of technologies like GPS to our understanding of black holes and the universe's origins. Albert Einstein's contributions go far beyond equations and theories. He showed us that curiosity, imagination, and perseverance can unlock the secrets of the universe. In a world that is constantly changing, his work reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is one of the most powerful forces in human history. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story about one of the greatest minds in history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories.